Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. It's Thanksgiving week, and on this episode, we talk turkey. Well, we don't talk turkey, we make turkey. I explain how I make my turkey using the Alton Brown honey brine method, and then I smoke it. And then we also talk about what we're thankful for in this crazy year that we've been here. I want to also apologize for not having any videos the past 2 weeks. We've been in the mobile quarantine unit. We've been traveling a little bit. I will create a video later on what we did. But in the meantime, I wanted to show the turkey that I called my tester turkey that we made, and then donated it to the daycare respiratory nurses. So until then, hey, enjoy the video, and like I said, let's talk turkey. Well, hello everyone. Thanksgiving Day is upon us, and let's smoke turkey. So, first thing I do is I will tell you I use the Alton Brown recipe of honey brine. It's pretty easy, pretty basic. Really what it comes down to is you need a cooler, a turkey, and some honey and some salt and some broth. That's basically it. So in the cooler, add a gallon of hot water, mix in 1 pound of kosher salt, 1 pound of honey, and 2 quarts of vegetable broth. Mix that all in there, and then add 1 7-pound bag of ice. You mix that all up, put your turkey in there, and let it set anywhere from, I would say, 7 to 12 hours. More than 12, but when I did this, I went about 9 hours. When you're done with that, take it out, and then, obviously you can stuff it with whatever you want. I tend to stuff it with like apples and lemons and oranges, like just kind of a fruit bouquet inside of it. Tie the legs up and then put it in your smoker. I've seen some people where they just set it on the rack. I've seen some people where they put a pan underneath it. I personally put a pan underneath it because I want to catch all those juices. But let me step back for a second. Okay, so what I did differently than Alton Brown, after I marinated it in the brine for, like I said, I don't know, somewhere about 9 to 10 hours. I took it out, and then I got an idea from my dad to make it extra juicy, if you will. I added butter, and I didn't add butter to just the outside, but I took an injector, melted butter, and injected butter, little bits of butter, all throughout the inside of the turkey. Now, what I think this actually did is make it so that it's more juicy on the inside, but I think you gotta be careful because you don't want to poke this thing with a whole bunch of holes, thus letting out all the juices. So it's a happy mix in there. So I would just suggest doing 1 or 2 in each breast, 1 or 2 in each leg, and then maybe 1 in the like the wings or something, and then you should be pretty good to go. I will tell you that I like doing it this way because every time I've done it, I have had a rave reviews. So we are 3-4 days before Thanksgiving, and I like to do I only do this once a year, so I like to do a tester turkey. Okay, what I typically do is get a smaller turkey. This turkey I did yesterday was an 11-pound turkey instead of the normal 15-ish pounds that I do. I did a smaller one just because I wanted to see how the recipe worked. So it's injected, it's marinated, it's all good to go. I put it in a pan because I want to collect those juices, because remember I put butter, so I'm going to collect that butter and all the juices and then baste it in, excuse me. And so after I baste it in, I think it kind of keeps the juices going, circulating. All right, so everything's ready to go. I put it in the grill, or the smoker, and I leave it at 200 to 225, and I basically just let that bird just sit there until it hits about 160 internal temperature. I will go and rotate it, like every time I go and baste it, I'll rotate the rotate it so that different parts of the bird get the hot spots, if you will. And then when it's done, I take it out and I let it sit somewhere between a half hour to 45 minutes to an hour. No more than that. I accidentally, yesterday we made the mistake of letting it sit a little longer. We had to run an errand, and then the errand took too long. Came back and it was good, but it wasn't that right out of the grill smoke kind of hot flavor. We had to, it was either cool or we had to, just deal with it. So don't do that. A half hour to 45 minutes. Cut it, eat it. Super good. So yeah, I will post pictures on that all over the place. But that brings me back to it is Thanksgiving weekend, and this has been a really interesting year for everyone across the board, all the way around the world. Doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, what your past is, what your political preference is, what your spiritual preference is. It does not matter. This has been what I think you'll agree with has been a pretty sucky 2020. My favorite coffee mug is the one where it's 2020 1 star, would not recommend. Absolutely. My favorite meme is Doc Brown telling Michael J. Fox's character to never set it to 2020, the DeLorean to 2020. Absolutely. This year has sucked, but it also has made me take a step back and think about all the bad things and crap that has gone on this year, the pandemic, everything. What am I grateful for? And I have to say, this year out of all years has made me do a lot of introspection, looking at myself instead of others. It's made me sit there and think about, what do I want to do? What do I want to learn? It brought me to RumJohn. The marketing director pushed me, hey, you're sitting around not doing anything. Why not, share your love for rum? It brought us this. And so what am I thankful for? I'm thankful for you guys and your subscribers. I'm thankful for the time that you guys give me to allow me to do this. I enjoy doing this. I'm thankful for my family and patience. I'm thankful for the amount of patience that I'm learning that I had that I didn't know I had. I'm just I just think out of all the crap that's going on, there's some good stuff out there that if we don't focus on the bad so much, the good is glaring right at us. So that's my 2 cents, and we'll leave it at that. So be thankful. We're all in this together. So rum. What are we going to do today for rum? So I want to try, and I've had this bottle for quite a while. We've done quite a few episodes where I've had some music that our buddy Gary has shown or has contributed and allowed me to show for free, or I guess let you listen to for free. And he wanted to do this bottle with me forever, ever, and I'm just gonna do it. It's been sitting around, and so this is the Plantation Pineapple Rum Stiggins Fancy. Stiggins. Who is Stiggins? So this is Stiggins is a Reverend Stiggins from the Charles Dickens Pickwick Peppers by Charles Dickens. Reverend Stiggins is a character in that, and this is kind of a homage, if you will, to him. There's a whole description of who he is, and that I strongly recommend. I like this bottle. I like this idea. It's got a lot of character. It's not just, hey, I threw some rum together to make some money, or I like these flavors, so I threw it together and see what happens. This is kind of a paying a homage to someone. This is going outside of what they normally do, and when I mean that, I say this is a mix of rum. It's 2 different rums. They took the bark of the pineapple and distilled it with the Plantation 3-star rum. So they took that out, redistilled it. Then they took the actual pineapple and infused it with their dark rum. that's pretty interesting. So they infused the actual pineapple with the dark rum. They took the bark of it and redistilled it with the three-star rum. And then later they mixed that together and blended it together. But that's interesting. We've talked a lot about blended rums, and this one is a different take on that. So I like that idea. Like, you know, hey, just because I've got pineapple doesn't mean I should just throw it into a white rum, mix it up, let it infuse, and then pour it in a bottle. No, they actually went the extra step and changed the flavor by adding dark rum and light rum, and they didn't just add pineapple to both. They added bark to one to get the woody flavor out of that, and then the pineapple to the other to, you know, the darker rums tend to be a little more bitter or whatever, but you add the sweetness to it and it brings it back. So that's kind of it's good thinking. There's a whole story on the collaboration between the two distillers or two blenders to make this. I don't want to go into that because I'm more interested in, I want to try this. So again, thank you, Gary, for turning us on to this, and we'll see what it's like. Let's see if it's a cork. All right, here we go. Wish me luck. Oh, nice. All right, I am not going to smell it from the bottle. I'm going to use our fancy cup. Alrighty, let's see. Ooh, that smells nice. That does have nice legs. It's still sticking to the side of the glass until now. Wow, that's pretty good. That has a nice, if you like pineapples or you like a sweet smell, this has definitely got a sweet smell to it. Ooh, it does not have that heavy alcohol smell to it. Ooh, that smells really well, really good. Let's see here. A little bit of nose burn to it. It's It does have a bit of a fruity flavor to it. It has kind of a caramely taste, but that's probably the darker rum giving it a little caramel to it. I like it. It's very has that post breath kind of a burn to it, or warmth to it, if you will. Not burn, a warmth to it, we'll say it. I like that. It is definitely a different flavor. The pineapple, I was afraid the pineapple was going to be like this heavy hint of pineapple, because I'm not a big pineapple fan unless it's like in a daiquiri or in a pina colada or something, but this is pretty good. Yeah. Third sip here. I was kind of trying to do 3 sips because the first one is going to hit you in the face and it's going to shock you a little bit. But by the third sip, it's nice and smooth. It definitely coats the tongue. Yeah, I like it. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate it. Again, everyone have happy Thanksgiving. On the next episode, I don't know if you can hear in the background, but I am smoking currently. I'm going to make smoked tomato marinara for spaghetti or pizza or whatever. I'll show you how I do that. It's definitely adds a different flavor to your marinara if you smoke it. But with that, thank you, everyone. Sit back, relax, have a drink, enjoy the ride. Happy Thanksgiving. Cheers. GoPro, stop recording.